Into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And fights through one man. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Sermon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They go play action now. Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 50 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. What we got, what we got, what we got?
Throwing again is Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. To throw is Watson. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Watson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Looking deep for Hilton. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 9. Now a handoff, Sermon, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they work this out past the 25.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Dancing to his left. Into the secondary past the 40. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go, D. Check 24.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 24. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Wilson. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They had a pretty nifty hurdle, but couldn't do much else as he's brought down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Watch the road.
Back to throw, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, come on out here, come on.
To try again after the sack. Watson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Watson. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
On 4th down, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? Right? We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not shut.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson right back to Pitts again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tyree Jackson there to make the grab. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Watson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Second and 1.
Watch the whip.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not...
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab.
And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Raiders 17. Raiders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
At the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Get him! Mike 6! Mike 6! Here it comes! Here it comes! Check Mike 6! Mike 6! Here I come! Mike 6! Mike 6!
Watson on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Preston Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 24.
Ravens 31, Raiders 7.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
47-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 12, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Watson. And the catch made by Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Now the Raiders have got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Check back 40. Check back 40. Oh, you got deep right now. Check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster. Complete. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster from 17 yards out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. One last throw here for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.